Hey everyone, it's Loopylugsgaming here. Now welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another video at Tell Me Why. Now, in the last video, we went ice fishing with Michael. Tyler and Michael kissed on the ice. Tyler and Alison met up and she told them about the loft. We got into the loft, and we found that there's a box at the back that has a puzzle attached to it. It's looking for 3 letters. So it looks like that we have a load of puzzles to solve up here. We solved the Mad Hunter puzzle to reveal some information about Marianne's life before Delos Crossing. And we left the video just about to go on to the next puzzle. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So who is this Mad Hunter then? Right, okay, so she wants us to go and do this one next, okay?
There's the gold lady again.
Oh yeah.
All over the board. There was a figure of her in that stash by the Mad Hunter painting, right?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe all of this is related to what we found in there.
Right, okay. Her cruel parents kept her locked away in their musty palace. Okay, so we can obviously choose. Oh, well, there's like a ballet one. Then there's kind of riches, people. Oh, that's love. Okay, right. So there's a bird.
Hey, I can move the piece next to the gold lady.
Right. Okay, so ballet. That's part of her story.
The princess dancing, playing violin, spinning wool. I guess this is stuff she did for fun.
Notice how unhappy she looks in all these pictures. I don't think she was having any fun.
The wise princess looks like she's trying to run away.
And she's being watched by the gold lady.
Right, okay, so we've got the bird, ballet. Let me see if there's anything else over here, because this is all stuff that's in here. We got the bird, we got the ballet.
You think the guy with her is Brent from the letter?
I would guess so.
He's a painter. Now, was there a painter on there? Like at the bottom one? Yeah.
What's the gold lady do? Is that it?
It's over
there we go. Right, so there, that's that red thing. That's for over here. So it's L.
There are like a million possibilities. Probably quicker just to see if she left us a hint somewhere.
Oh, god damn it. Went right by it. Right, so L. Oh. Yellow is O.
Why don't we just break this open?
Yeah,
There's
that's
a crowbar
fine.
right downstairs.
What? No. You don't want to try and figure out what all this means?
Yeah.
What's in there this time?
We're getting there, don't worry. Right. So there's the house. The homestead.
Is that Carol?
Yeah, and Sam. Look at him. He's so young and happy.
He's not like that anymore.
Wow. She worked for a watchmaker in Juneau before she moved to Delos. No wonder she was so handy.
Here is my Delos Crossing pal's number, yada yada yada. I let him know you were interested in the house he's selling, Tammy. Okay, I wonder who Tammy is, right? Salmonberry Park, Kodiak Island. Oh, it's a workshop. Oh.
Salmonberry Park. Huh. Is that some kind of commune?
Looks like it. So weird to imagine her living in a community like that. With, other people.
The weirdest part is how they all seem to love her. Where was prom queen Marianne when the whole town was turning on us?
Says, don't be a stranger. Keep on looking for those answers and the questions in your head to which you are blind. Shelley. We miss you already, Sol and Bronwyn. Sorry we're losing you to modern civilization. We'll miss your positive attitude and your adventurous spirit. Also, your wild edible picnic skills. Ha ha ha. Pretty Marcus. Bon voyage, Marianne, Rick. Marianne, you had the warmest, most beautiful aura, and I know you'll keep on shining wherever you land. Peace and blessings, Jarita. Thanks for being our little ray of sunshine. Godspeed, Cabo and Wati. I like your pictures. Love, Kamala. Let's read the letter. Oh, this one says it looks like it's his dad at the end. Marianne, I hope this letter finds you, but since you didn't leave any contact information, I will have to send it to your aunt and hope for the best. I'm writing to inform you that your mother passed away last week. We just had her funeral reception. The house has been filled with people all day, friends, family, colleagues and church members. It's now 11 p.m. and I'm sitting alone at the kitchen table, surrounded by dozens of trays of food, flowers and sympathy cards. Your cousin AD brought in a beautiful photo album full of your holiday pictures in La Connor. You're there in all of them, but you weren't here today. We haven't heard from you in 4 years and can only hope that you made it to Alaska or wherever you are, and that you and your child are both safe. You and your child. Did they not know it was twins? Your mother had been sick and depressed for years, and you can imagine why. The pain of being shunned by her... What happened there? The pain being shunned by her own daughter, knowing she would never get to see her grandchild grow up. It spread through her body like cancer and consumed her completely. All this suffering simply because you ran away like a temperamental little girl instead of accepting her help when you got pregnant out of wedlock. After dropping out of college and without a penny to your name, she only stepped up to help because she knew you weren't ready to raise a child properly. Marianne, a mother's duty doesn't end when her children leave home. Now that you're a mother yourself, I hope you will begin to understand that good parenting isn't about coddling children. It's about providing for them and shaping them into the people they're supposed to become, whether they like it or not. I won't trouble you again. You've made your intentions clear. I just thought you should know. Dad.
What the hell? Marianne was pregnant in 1992, before she even got here.
Before us? Do we have a long-lost sibling out there somewhere?
It's possible, but she could have given it up or miscarried. Who knows?
Yeah, you're right. Do you think we could track down her father?
You mean the grandfather she never told us about? I don't think I want to.
You're not at all excited about having more family.
You saw the letter. I don't think we want any part of that.
Fine. Let's keep digging.
Didn't seem so bad. You know, she got herself in a bit of trouble. Parents are just trying to help her.
This just lit up, so I think we're supposed to try this one next.
Okay,
What's
right.
this?
Some sort of map?
Well, there's that strawberry farm, which we saw, or the strawberry part. That's her home here. There's her clock making thing, and there's the musty home, and then there's friends and family, can I? One day she took her tiara and ran away to the forest, right? Okay, so
That's the
is this like a map?
Castle.
Then is it the strawberry one?
What's that plant thing on top?
Oh, those are definitely salmonberry flowers.
Hey,
Salmonberry.
that degree in outdoor studies is paying off.
Maybe the clock?
Some sort of clock?
Then
This looks like a dinner party with the old bear and the... This is the princess's... It seems like it's not doing anything. Maybe
Right.
it's broken?
okay, maybe go the other way.
This looks like a dinner party with the old bear and the very... Some sort of clock?
Right, so let's deselect everything just now. Right,
I'm
so...
pretty sure everything in the stash was dated. What's that plant
Yeah, so-
thing on top?
Oh, those are definitely salmonberry flowers.
Clock.
Sort of clock. This is the princess's house. This looks like a dinner party with the old bear and
Right,
the very
okay,
old
so
geese.
that's what it was then.
Yes.
Oh, E for
What's in there?
orange.
Another letter?
I won't go to that just in case it leaves it this, so that means we can't read this or
Princess's
something.
Laws. Is this from the Book of Goblins?
Not that I know of.
Well,
Princess's
sure
lost
looks
treasure.
like it could be.
Right, so let's read this. The princess is lost. Once upon a time, in an ancient deep forest, there lived a wise princess in a big wooden house. She had made it through the woods and to the house with nothing left but the clothes on her back and a single item from her old life, a splendid tiara. She lost almost everything in her desperate flight from the mad hunter. The trees tore the rucksack from her back and shredded her dress and left a pattern of red welts on her skin. But through it all she clutched the tiara close to her chest, fearing that any misstep could cause it to fall from her arms and break. The tiara had its own spot in the big wooden house, a pillow near the window where sun would catch on its surface to shine and wink. The princess could stare for hours at the tiara, marvelling in its beauty and running her thumb down its curves. Every morning she would wake and she would tend to it, polishing its every surface, to be sure it shone as brightly as it possibly could. Then she would pluck it up, place it on the... Pluck it up? Okay. Then she would pluck it up, place it on her head, and walk the woods, feeling somehow more complete, because what, after all, was a princess without a crown. Every night she would place it upon its pillow, give it a quick kiss and go to bed. On her way she would pause and glance back to be sure it was still there. She hated to be separated from it, but she knew it was the safest on the pillow while she slept. Oh, there's more. One night the princess woke up to a raging storm. The wind howled against the walls, rattling the windows in the panes. Fearing a gust might burst open a window and blow the tiara to the ground, she plucked it up from its pillow and brought it to bed with her. All through the night she held the tiara close, and in the morning she woke to find herself still cradling it. The storm had passed, and the princess relaxed. That day, the same as any other, though she perhaps gave the tiara an even more thorough cleaning, grateful as she was that nothing had gone wrong. That night, she placed the tiara upon its pillow, gave it a quick kiss and went to bed, pausing on her way to be sure it was still there. In the morning she woke and sensed immediately that something was wrong. In the living room the tiara lay upon the ground, broken, dull, and faded. Nothing else in the room had changed. The pillow was exactly where she left it. The window was closed. There had been no storm, no wind, no sign that anything at all could have gone amiss. Only the broken tiara mute upon the ground. She picked it up and held it in her arms with a guttural cry. But though she tried to fix it and polish it, it was gone beyond repair, and with no shine left. The princess held the tiara through the day and through the night, sitting it in the same spot at the window where she used to polish it. When the sun rose, she looked outside, and her gaze fixed on the sapling. She remembered how this sapling had survived the winter, clinging to life despite the frozen, unforgiving earth. Without a word, she went out and buried the tiara in the ground beneath the sapling. And as the final scoop of the dirt fell, the tiara fell truly gone, and with it, the final link to her old self. She could only go forward and find a new place for herself in this world, where she no longer truly a princess, in a tiara and a beautiful gown, but a one woman, all alone in a deep ancient wood, and that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure and her title. Right.
And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure and her title. That was the story she read us that night.
God, it makes sense now.
Yeah, she got pregnant. And she ran away to start a new life. And then she made her way to Delos Crossing, where she was finally happy. But then the baby died.
That was a tiara.
I can't even imagine how she must have felt. She left everything behind, built a whole new life for him. And then he was just gone.
I guess having us helped her move on. But when it looked like we were gonna be taken away, she snapped. She just couldn't lose any more children. It really wasn't anything we did.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this.
I don't either, but all I wanted was to understand what happened to her. And now I do.
Yeah. We still haven't seen what's in that chest. Okay, so how do we open it?
Why don't we just break this open? There's a crowbar right downstairs.
What? No. You don't want to try and figure out what all this means?
Here we go. Leo. I wonder if that's what the kid's name was.
Whoa.
Did it just get darker in here?
Oh, what's in the box? Here we go.
A baby blanket? Ollie. She noticed. I was her son.
Dear Alison and Ollie, we write stories to understand and be understood, but what good is a story without a first act? I'm sorry I kept mine from you for so long. All my love, Goblins.
Why does she have a photo of that tree locked in here?
Is that...
Leo Ronan.
Why didn't she tell us about him? Why didn't she tell us any of this?
I mean, it's fucking terrible. That's why. Allie, did we do the right thing opening this?
We did. It's better we know what happened, even if it's hard. And there's one more thing we need to see.
Are you sure?
Yes. Come on, let's go to the dock. It's time to finish this.
Now see, the thing is, there's like all these...
Hey, now that we're done with the important stuff, maybe we can take a crack at these?
Right, oh, so there's like other things. Right, okay.
The very old beaver's repair list.
That's the story where the princess's house gets damaged by a storm and the animals help her fix it.
Yeah. What did they do to fix it again?
So, let's have a look at Book of Goblins. The beaver fixes the house. Right, so I'm just going to have a quick... I don't know, let's see how much is in this to read. 4 pages worth. Bloody hell. I'm just going to browse through it, or quickly read through it myself, so I'll see you back here in a minute. Right, okay, so I've read through that. We need to fix the roof.
She fixed the roof shingles. She fixed
Bit
the
wood
blanket
there,
over
and
the walls.
the
She slapped
pipe.
the post with... Alright.
of the post. Alright, here we go.
That must have been rough already.
Yeah, He doesn't really like to talk about her.
Dear Marianne, you cover your ears every time I try to have this conversation with you, so I thought I'd have a better chance doing this in a letter. I know you don't like saying goodbye, so I'll keep my melancholic rambling short and sweet. I want to thank you with all my heart for taking care of me for the past few months. I can't even imagine how exhausting it must have been for you to look after a sick old lady when you also have 2 small children at home. I know you want me to keep fighting this disease and hoping for recovery, but it's always been a great strength of mine to know that when it's time to let go, that time has come. I'd like to ask you for one last favour. Please take care of Eddie after I'm gone. My poor boy puts on a brave front ever since his father died, but I know he is in pain. I would be so much more at peace knowing that he still has family. Maybe he could teach the kids how to fish. He loves spending time with them. Thank you for the warmth and the peace you've brought to my life. Give the kids a kiss for me, will you, Carol? So that was Eddie's mother. So we've done that one. Oh, next one over here. The Crafty Goblin's Good Deeds.
The Crafty Goblin's Good Deeds.
Of course. The goblins had to help out the creatures of the forest to pay off their debt to the pelican.
Well, what did they do?
You know, I don't really remember.
Right, okay. Oh, so it says drop the beehive, help, hug, feed, scratch, and remove the thorn. Okay, so I'll read through this and then we'll adjourn when I have the answer. So, now that I've read that, we will drop the beehive.
They broke open the beehive for the bear.
Hug the
They
princess.
hugged the princess when she was crying.
And scratch the moose.
They gave the stalwart moose a good scratch on the back.
There we go.
Nailed it. Our lives would have been so different if their friendship hadn't gone to shit.
The Pelican Crossing is a specialty gift boutique located near the O'Shea Glacier, catering to Gastineau Channel tourists, as well as Dallas Crossing locals. We specialize in an assortment of high-quality products from home accessories, handmade souvenirs to personalized apparel and locally made art. The Pelican Crossing will be the first store to act as a relay between the buzzing arts and crafts scene and customers. In addition to a wide array of novelty handcraft products, the consumer will also enjoy friendly and knowledgeable customer service from Vecchi store owner Tessa Vecchi and upcoming artist Marianne Ronan. This business plan is prepared to obtain financing in the amount of $20,000 to purchase inventory and to help cover expenses in the first year of operations. In year 1, the Pelican Crossing plans to break even, and in year 2 we plan to generate a moderate profit. Working on the executive summary part of our business plan, what do you think, Tessa? And we got one more over here.
The old bear's gifts for the princess.
Right.
I'm totally blanking on that story. What did he give her again?
Why don't we open up the book and check?
Right, so here we are, the bear and the princess. We'll read through this and then we'll get back to it. Well, I think that's where I'm going to leave this video. And remember, if you want to get your hands on some Wraith, check out the link in the description. Loopy10 at checkout for 10% off. Thanks for watching another video of Tell Me Why. If you've liked it, whoosh, high five that like button. And if you want to see more, be sure to smash that subscription button down below. And last but not least, remember, life's a game. So play it well. I'll see you in my next video.